there a pill that would delay aging? Hello, I'm Dr. Stephen Schimpff, and this is one of a series of short videos on aging gracefully. Well, up till now, there's been no pill to delay aging. It's all been on us, meaning we have to adjust our lifestyles. We have to eat a good diet. We have to exercise. We have to keep our stress down. We have to not smoke, and to maintain our cognitive functions, we have to have intellectual challenges, and we need social engagement. But what about pills? Well, we talked in the past about some of the reasons why we think aging occurs, and one of them is free radicals. Well, a way to quench your free radicals is with antioxidants. So could we take an antioxidant like vitamin C or vitamin E or coenzyme Q? Would that increase our lifespans? Well, so far, there's no study that says that's the case, but you go to the health food stores, you'll see people going for those things all the time. Whether it works or not, I have no idea, but certainly a lot of people are hoping it works. But moving on, do you remember about resveratrol? That's that stuff that was found in that compound that was found in red wine, or it's in red wine, but it was found about 10 years or so ago that if you took obese mice and, just mice, and fed them resveratrol, they would live much longer, quite a bit longer. So there was a lot of excitement about it. A company was formed. There's other studies going on. And that company was bought by GlaxoSmithKline. And the word is that they may have some compound coming out, a congener, a relative of resveratrol, that will have a positive impact. So we'll see. Of course, it has to be studied. But let's move on to another drug called Metformin. Metformin is a drug that's been around for, well, 50 years. It's used for treating type 2 diabetes. And it has very few side effects, so that has a real advantage. But it's been found in animal studies that the animals live longer, up to 40% longer, in fact. And it's been found in looking backwards at a database in England of 180,000 people, of folks that had diabetes, that those who were getting metformin lived quite a bit longer than those who were getting a different diabetes drug called sulfonylurea. Now, there could be lots of reasons for bias in that as to why this group did better than this group, but it was pretty striking that the metformin folks lived longer. So that, plus animal studies, has led to the FDA recently to approve a large-scale study. It's going to be metformin versus a placebo, 3,000 individuals between the ages of 70 and 80, and they're going to be followed and studied to see if they develop chronic illnesses more quickly and other signs of aging. Maybe they'll be looking at that biologic clock that I talked about earlier. So we'll see what happens. It'll take a number of years, of course, for the answers to come out, but it'll be interesting. Now, there's another drug called Rapamycin, which is interesting. It turns out that in animal models, Rapamycin is actually more effective than metformin. Trouble is, it's got a lot more toxicities. It's the drug that's used today for patients who've gotten, say, a transplant, like a kidney transplant, and it helps prevent rejection, immune rejection. So it has an effect on the immune system. In any event, it also has an effect in animal models of living longer. So because of its toxicities, it's not being studied for that reason, although it's an available drug by prescription. And so my understanding is there are some people who've gotten a prescription and are taking it. Don't know that that's a good idea with such a potentially toxic drug, but it's happening. So what's next? Well, I think we can count on the fact that there'll be more studies. The pharmaceutical industry is starting to get interested. If they can find a patentable drug, metformin's been around for 50 years. You can't get a patent on that. There's no big money to be made there. But if they can find some new drugs, and I suspect they will, the profit motive is great. And so I think we'll expect to see quite a few new possible compounds in the study process quite soon. But that's to slow aging. Maybe help us live a few more years and hopefully healthier. there is a proportion of people out there that say, no, no, you don't understand. I'm talking about a long, long time, maybe even immortality. They're trying to defy aging. So let's look at that next time.